Good morning and thank you, Teresa. I'm honored to join you for the 2021 Eggs and Issues Breakfast, hosted by the Georgia Chamber of Commerce. 1 year ago, none of us could have imagined the challenges we would face as a state in 2020. Our economy was growing at a rapid pace, unemployment was at its lowest in state's history, and we had no clue that a worldwide pandemic would soon shutter businesses, cause jobless claims to skyrocket, and uproot our lives and livelihoods. Almost overnight, everything about the way we do business and live our daily lives in the Peach State was turned upside down. I could not be more grateful for the thousands of doctors, nurses, public health workers, and others who have stayed in the fight with us from the very beginning, delivering world-class care as we urge Georgians to follow the guidance and stop the spread. I'm also thankful for the hardworking men and women of Georgia's business community. I faced quite a lot of criticism from all sides when I chose to begin Georgia's measured reopening, informed by the expert advice of Dr. Toomey. But while the media was busy amplifying the voices of critics, my focus remained on the hardworking Georgians who had spent years building their businesses and who were terrified, days away from losing everything. I knew we had to give these businesses a fighting chance, and I'm certainly glad that we did. We trusted our business owners to use their innovative spirit to implement new, COVID-safe business protocols that kept their stores open, their customers safe, and their staff on the payroll. Because of our methodical approach to reopening, Georgia was able to maintain its foothold as the #1 state for business for an unprecedented 8th year in a row. We maintained our AAA bond rating, we avoided draconian cuts to our state budget, and our unemployment rate remains below the national average. By deeming roadway construction as an essential industry, our Department of Transportation was able to keep Georgians working by safely improving our world-class logistics network that has bolstered our economy for decades. The Georgia Ports Authority saw record tonnage of goods pass through our docks in FY20, and our economic development team continues to shatter record after record with historic levels of job creation and investment from companies large and small in every region of our state. In the midst of the pandemic, thousands of Georgia businesses overhauled their operations to produce PPE and critical supplies like masks, gowns, and hand sanitizer. When the legislative session reconvened, we knew we had to support these businesses as strongly as they had supported our state. Working with Lieutenant Governor Duncan, Speaker Ralston, and the leaders in the House and the Senate, we passed a PPE tax credit to expand our state's incentives to make it easier for these businesses to operate in the era of COVID-19. This legislative session, my administration will look for ways to build on the success of that initiative to ensure that in future crises, the people of the state of Georgia can look to Georgia-made products, not suppliers in countries halfway around the world. Along with restaurants, retail, and entertainment, our tourism and hospitality industry has been hit hard by the COVID-19 pandemic. In the spirit of building out a budget that reflects our priorities as a state, we are making key investments to revive our economy, champion rural growth, and maintain Georgia's place as a leading competitor for job creation and investment. That's why my budget proposal will include $1 million in tourism marketing funds to rebuild the state's vibrant hospitality industry. And while the pandemic has highlighted the need for expanded broadband access in rural Georgia, we will also include substantial investments to build out the necessary infrastructure to ensure Georgians have access to high-speed internet, no matter their zip code. And as part of their new statewide strategic plan, the Georgia Department of Transportation is initiating 2 new $10 million programs for freight operations and rural development to target vital infrastructure needs and support rural economic growth across our state. As 2020 fades in the rearview mirror, I believe we have the opportunity and the responsibility to make strategic decisions now that will positively impact our state for generations to come. My focus this session will be to do just that, to celebrate the resiliency of our state, but also to plan for the future. Despite the hardships, the challenges, and the loss, I believe a better, brighter, and more prosperous future for our state is right around the corner. Working with the General Assembly and members of both parties, I believe we can build on our strong foundation by investing in education, prioritizing access to quality, affordable health care, ensuring the safety of our communities, and heeding the guidance of public health officials, and continuing to cultivate a business climate that makes Georgia the best place to live, work, and raise a family. We can protect both lives and livelihoods and ensure that Georgia's best days lie ahead. Thank you, God bless you, and may God continue to bless the great state of Georgia.